internet.
Upgraded. Get that weak trash out of here. I didn't hit the cat, did I?
No.
Okay.
She's under the table.
She's fine. All right.
She's a little shook, but we're good. We got better internet.
Got better internet. Look at all these antennas, dude.
Why do we need so many antennas?
We need them though.
Honestly.
I promise.
Okay.
All right.
So, the company that we got this through.
Well, let's back up a little bit. For the individuals that don't know where we live, thank you. We don't want you to know where we live.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you. Respect our privacy.
Anyway, we live in the middle of nowhere.
There are no internet lines or cable lines or anything that come up to my house.
Nope.
The only utility lines that come up to the house is power.
Yeah.
That's it.
Like, we have one line.
Yes.
Literally.
Literally one.
And we have one neighbor. So, as you can imagine, our internet options are slim.
It's not like, because there are so few people that live out here, it's not like it makes a whole lot of sense for the ISP, Internet Service Provider, to come run lines out here, because the cost, the investment will not yield high gains.
Yeah.
Let me say it like that.
It's not cost effective or, profitable for them to run internet out here. There's just not enough people. So we found a sign on the side of the road.
A very reputable source.
That said, hey, call for high-speed internet.
And it's called Fast Rural Internet.
Yeah.
That's literally the name of the company. You have to understand, though, that there also aren't a lot of options on our part. So because there's no cable lines coming out here, it's like, all right, so what are my options? Well, I can get satellite internet, but that'll run me like $500 a month for the amount that we use, and the speeds are garbage. They're absolutely awful. We're talking like 2 megs down.
We still have dial-up as an option.
Yes, that's still an option. I don't know how, because there isn't a phone line that comes out here, but dial-up apparently is an option.
Yeah.
And even like those options, there's really only 3 companies that provide them. So beyond that, our options are, well,
the sketchy sign on the side of the road, or going through our phone service who didn't have coverage out here.
Well,
Hang on. They didn't offer it.
Our other options as means to transmit was going through the cell phone towers, is where I was going with that.
Yeah.
So it's all about who's going to provide the most. If we go through our phone company, I don't have unlimited hotspot. So there's that. Technically it would work, but it would just be very, very expensive for internet. So we were looking for something that's standalone that would work. And this thing is hot garbage. I was spending almost $200 a month so that we could get 6 megs up, 6 megs down at a limit of 450 gigabytes a month.
And one thing that I experienced quite frequently is from 11 a.m. to 1 or 2 p.m., you may or may not have internet.
They will throttle your speeds.
Which, in their terms, it's non-existent. You literally cannot get a connection.
Mm-hmm.
And they're like, oh, it's just throttle.
And we're like, well, that's an issue, because throttled means that you are reducing my speeds. This, I have no speeds. There is no connectivity whatsoever. And it's funny because even on the front here, I don't know if you guys can see it, but there's... Oh, darn. Well, on the front, there's little bars for, like, your signal strength, just as you would have on a phone. And even on there, we could, take pictures and send them to them and be like, no, you don't understand. There is no bars. We got no signals.
We got no bars.
No bars.
And the Wi-Fi little Wi-Fi light would turn off and everything. And then, on one occasion, they throttled our internet for 3 days. And then it just came back on. And then recently, their website disappeared. They continued to charge us. And our internet was once again throttled for 2 weeks, and so we shut it off.
We got halfway through a payment cycle, and we could not contact any support because their website stopped existing, except for the billing aspect of the website. You can't really see much on the billing aspect. It's not like you can see like how much data you used or anything like that. You can just see when your card was charged and the amount that it was charged for. That's really all you can see.
And then when we canceled it, they had the audacity to contact us and go, hey,
we need your authentication so that we can charge your card again.
No.
I think what ended up happening is the company stopped existing. And their support, they had probably a partnership with a larger brand, and their support got cut. And so it's like, cold turkey, you're done. But there's no one for us to contact, so we're out of internet for like 2 weeks until we can find a replacement. And once you know it, by sketchy Google searches, we found I'm very impressed with this replacement.
This brand is amazing.
Fantastic.
Yeah, let's sketchy over here. Ready? Real quick. Okay, better.
All right, so it did take a little bit to get here. It took like a week, maybe a week and a half.
But that's understandable considering that their headquarters are in Oklahoma.
Yeah. So this company is called Spark Services. They actually have a website, and what I can tell from it, it looks as though they are more of like an industrial application provider for like utility companies that, you know, they're out in the middle of nowhere because it's like a solar farm or something like that, but you still need to monitor power. But I don't want somebody in that building all the time because it's out in the middle of nowhere. So it makes more sense to just have like a quick little like app or something that you can check up on the building. But, you know, you need internet in order to do that.
And so for public services, they have internet, they have a phone plan, they repair computers.
They do a lot of stuff.
And it's really cool to see how much they do.
I don't remember the exact numbers, but I'd like to say we went for what, their blue plan?
I think it's the blue plan. It's unlimited data. They do scale down 4K streaming to
1080p.
To 1080p. On things like Hulu, Netflix. To
conserve resources because it's through phone towers.
Yep. What is this? $110 a month for unlimited.
Mm-hmm.
And the startup was like $280 or $300 between there.
I think no. Hang on. Time out.
To start the 1 month to get the supplies and everything.
Total package to initialize services to include the first monthly payment.
Yep.
Because it is still month to month. You just pay when you're done. It was about $300.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. It's like it was about.
I know, but the way that you were saying it was like it sounded almost as though it was $300 plus the monthly, and it's whoa, time out here. And that included starting up services, giving us this router. This is ours forever until we decide that it's going to end up like the other one, or ISPs actually come out here and we get decent internet.
One of the things that I really like about this brand versus the old one is they put a phone number and like a support email directly on the top. They said, hey, if you've got issues, call us. We'll fix it.
Like, look at this thing. You can see, you know, the connectivity and everything like that. We are thoroughly impressed with this. It has...
Here, versus this one.
So, connectivity here. Reset button, power button, SIM card, WAN, and then 4 LAN ports. That's pretty impressive. Mm-hmm. For something that comes through the phone towers. And setting it up on our end was as simple as the instructions. You open up this box.
And it's really great. I don't have the coupons in here anymore, but they did include 2 coupons.
I'm having a hell of a time.
Yeah, no. The 2 coupons were like, if you give us a review, we'll give you $25. And then if you refer a friend, you get $20. Great coupons.
Yeah. Quick start guide. 1. Please insert SIM card in router as shown on diagram above.
They include the SIM card thing that they popped it out of.
2. Power on equipment. Wait a few minutes and make sure light indicators are on. 3. Connect your LTE router's Wi-Fi using a cell phone or wireless device. You're all set. Literally, you pop the SIM card in, which was already popped in for us. You turn it on, and then you have Wi-Fi after a couple of moments.
It took 5 minutes.
It's so easy. If something breaks, you call them, and you're like, hey, it broke.
Yeah, and you send it out to them, they'll repair it.
Yeah.
And they sent an itty bitty little cord with it. It's really cute.
And then here's the thing that really just grabbed me and threw me for a loop.
Oh, it made me so happy.
We ate the original bag of Skittles, so we replaced it. But they gave us a bag of Skittles. They put a bag of Skittles in the box. So you open it up and you're like, oh yeah, there's my router. What the fuck, Skittles?
So it was actually underneath this box in the box that it came from, and I lifted this out to like go and open it, and this was just sitting underneath, and I was just like, oh, either the mailing dude who put this together lost some Skittles, and the poor dude, I feel sorry for him, but they were good, or they really care about their customers, and they said, here's some Skittles.
Have some Wi-Fi Skittles. I don't know how many places we've been in, but not once have I ever set up Wi-Fi and found Skittles in the router box. Not once has any ISP ever given me any candy of any kind. Literally, half the time, they just tell me to go away. I mean, they're rude, they're belligerent, they're like, give me your money now. Take your stupid garbage, I don't care if it works or not. Go home. Don't ever call this number, but if you need something, here it is.
What was it? Their motto is like, big enough to do something, small enough to care. And it's something along those lines. And it's just like, that's really nice.
That's pretty awesome.
I feel actually looked after, especially because what's amazing is that this router has 2 different Wi-Fi options. They have a 5G option, and then they have a long-range option. And we tested the long-range option. It covers over an acre.
Yeah.
We can walk a good acre and still have Wi-Fi in the whole circumference of it.
Yeah. That's not an exaggeration. My front yard is probably over an acre. I don't know exactly how big it is, but I can tell you I can definitely get 100 feet from my front door. This thing's still sitting inside and have Wi-Fi. That's incredible. This last one,
if you left the
20 feet.
Yeah,
maybe.
If you left the room, you no longer had Wi-Fi.
Literally.
Which was really unfortunate for guests.
Mm-hmm. And I have a roommate, and so the Wi-Fi is sitting right over there in our office, and his room's back here, right? He couldn't connect to Wi-Fi.
It was non-existent for him. And this one, he's hooked up. It holds all our devices.
I have Wi-Fi out to my fire pit.
Yeah.
And it's not like slow. It's
No.
not just a phantom indication saying, oh yeah, sure, you're connected. No, I'm actually connected, and it's actually pretty decent. Which brings us, I guess, to the next point. That's the reason why it's got so many antennas, is the long range option. But it's also faster.
It's a lot faster.
The downlink is still 6 megabytes, but we tested it. The uplink was, what, like 12?
I was hitting 20s. Max, I tested it a few times. The max number I got was, I think, 22. On the low end, I hit 15.
That's not bad at all. That's fantastic.
Now, I do have to say that one of the days that we've had it, it was really, really windy. And there was some slower speeds. Like, you could tell that it was bothering it, but the old one would drop completely if it was windy.
The signal was just getting blown around.
And this one holds true. you're sitting there and you're like, yeah, my page takes about 3 to 5 seconds longer to load, but it's still loading. I had a recent update for a game that was 35 gigs. And it took me 3 hours.
It's still slow.
It's still slow, but
it
older
is faster.
The older one, that would have taken me all day.
Yeah.
Maybe longer.
You start updates at night.
Yep.
Because otherwise nobody's going to be able to use the internet while you're trying to update.
And it might be done by morning.
Maybe. Sometimes.
So, this is a vast upgrade, and we're thoroughly enjoying it.
We understand that there are also individuals out there, like us, that like tech things, but they like tech things slightly more than their grandparents' internet speeds. And so, here we are to spread good news.
Yeah.
Spark Services gave us... We're not sponsored by them.
No.
But, I mean, honestly, I would consider this giving me the hookup. Even if I do have to pay whatever amount. It doesn't matter. This thing's amazing. It's fantastic.
Half the price for 2 to 3 times better internet.
Unlimited data?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And their next plan down was...
Still like 800 gigs.
Yeah, and it was $10 cheaper.
Yeah, it was like...
Easy choice. Easy choice.
And they have step downs all the way down. All the way down. If you only need like... I think the lowest one was like 50 gigs. I don't know exactly how much that is. Honestly, we could probably pull it up. Or I could just refer you to them. Just go to their website.
Yeah.
https://sparkservices.net.
Yep. And I'll link it down in the description as well.
Yep.
This is definitely a company that I don't mind supporting.
No, they came out. They did what they said they were going to do.
They didn't more.
Gouge me for it. They provided Skittles. I didn't even order Skittles. I didn't ask for this.
I didn't ask for Skittles. I would say that they delivered more than they said they were going to.
Yeah.
They did not say anything about the long-range Wi-Fi. That was a complete surprise, and honestly...
It's very impressive.
It's very impressive, and probably one of the better things that I like about it.
I don't think... Even when we did have, like, ISPs and their routers... and everything, I don't think I have ever seen a router with a long-range capability like this. And that is me going out buying my own router. That way I can hook it up to my modem. That is modem router combos that come from ISPs. I've never seen a long-range router like this.
And we've been through quite a few services.
I've been around a minute. So, and this isn't just like stateside services that I've seen. I've also seen overseas. So if it counts for anything, that's my opinion on it. We are going to skedaddle out of here. But before we do, enjoy some pictures, some Wi-Fi glam shots as we go walk around the property and show you how much Wi-Fi we can get, how far away we can get it.
Yeah, that would be...
That. Because all these words, they mean nothing until we show you something.
Yeah.
We'll catch you guys next time.
Bye.
Check out...
check out
description things.
Yeah, there's stuff down there.
Leave comments. Talk to us.
Get yourself some good internet.
Get good internet.
Get some Skittles. Get some Wi-Fi Skittles.
Wi-Fi Skittles.
Who knows? And maybe you won't get Skittles. Maybe you'll get M&Ms.
Maybe you get Snickers. Who knows? Okay, we're leaving now.
Bye.